Court recalls the case, People versus Glenn Milhan.
Haley Zen on behalf of the people.
Already, Rob J. Kill on behalf of Glenn Milhan. Glenn, would you state your name for the record?
My name is Glenn Milhan.
Thank you.
Judge, I met with Glenn last night for.
This case starts tense. Glenn Milhan faces the court, claiming he's behind bars for a crime that never happened. His lawyer says the victim was drunk, the witness changed her story, and now they're pushing for a quick trial. But the judge isn't easily convinced, and Glenn's outburst later shocks the courtroom. Let's dive in.
About an hour and a half, and we discussed, went over the police report. And I have to, not that I want to argue the case, Judge, but this is really a questionable case. The police report says there's no injuries, that the victim was highly intoxicated, and that the witness who originally stated in the police report that she saw my client slap or hit the victim, then later changed in the following paragraph. Well, maybe he didn't actually hit her. That all being said, because of this case, Judge Slay has no bond filed, bond violation on, or excuse me, violation of bond on her case. Glenn feels that he wants to get this resolved as quickly as possible. I explained to him the right to go to trial by jury. He would ask, he's willing to waive jury and set this matter for a bench trial. I know this is quick, but I've been told you have an open docket next week. Judge, that's not good. That doesn't sound good for my.
Do I ever have an open docket? Really?
Well, I mean, as far as she said, there's nothing on the schedule now. I have 2 matters in Chelsea, but I could be available at 11 o'clock next week. So you being the.
Oh, you like the student want to set your own time.
Well,
okay, go ahead.
This is classic defense versus prosecution friction. The defense wants more time to speak to the eyewitness and victim, a key move when witness credibility is shaky. But the judge's tone says it all. Patience is wearing thin.
Object to that timeline. I would ask for more time given to give us a chance to speak to that eyewitness as well as the victim and get that together.
Honor, the victim said no crime happened.
But sir, please.
Glenn, remember what we talked about last night?
Okay, I'm sorry.
What
Your next one would be the 24th.
yeah, but my trial week would normally come up at the end of November, but I'm presuming you're trying to find something before then. But
Yeah, I was
I've gotta
hoping.
balance it against the people wanting to.
Well, it's 11 o'clock instead of 9 o'clock. That should be
What?
just nothing.
Oh, that was killing Wald in his sense of humor.
I'm looking for
Yeah.
I don't know how far.
How much, Jacinda, how much time reasonably would you need to make sure that you have adequate time to talk to the?
Your Honor, I would ask, I'm not even looking at the right one. For at least, not next, at least 2 weeks. I know if we're
Okay.
going out to the week of the 10th, I'll have to have someone cover it for me as I will be on the 10th.
At it.
So we could do Monday, November 3rd, or Monday, November 2nd. Don't have the 10th.
Would today was 20th, that'd be 2 weeks. Would that be enough time for you or? Okay.
Your Honor, we would ask for the 17th if we could.
Okay.
Notice how chaotic this scheduling becomes? Between other trials, wedding dockets, and multiple court conflicts, this is the real grind of the justice system. But through the humor, you can feel the pressure. Glenn's freedom depends on this date.
Judge, I have a circuit court trial that day with Judge Kunke on the 17th. Is there any chance we could do it November 3rd in the afternoon?
Well, I think they're trying to, look, I'm trying to speed this up for your client as best I can, because I understand what you're saying at that. I would normally be at November 24th. I don't have the 10th.
We could do Tuesday the 4th in the afternoon at like 1 o'clock.
I'm sorry, November 4th in the afternoon?
That would be I would be setting a special time in the afternoon.
We could try for the 3rd.
You can try for the 3rd?
Yes.
Okay. Judge, I have Judge Freshour said I better not miss November 3rd at 10 o'clock in her courtroom. I've already been paid a fine to her once before, and I don't feel like doing it.
So if we delay you, it'll be another fine?
Probably.
So I can send her a message and like tell her what amount I'd like to see?
Yeah, sure. Could it be in the afternoon on the 3rd?
Oh, God.
We normally have a daisy docket in the afternoon and we have a wedding.
We could get it done before the wedding. I'm sure of that.
I don't know if that's a good prelude to a wedding, but well, my docket starts in the afternoon, but you'd be trying to set it for what? In the morning?
November 3rd, yeah, that's the date that he had the.
Okay, so, oh dear, God, Kilowall.
I apologize, Judge.
No, you don't.
Well,
You do, but it doesn't mean anything.
That's
You're not
true.
really apologizing.
Well,
You'd love to cause.
I'm trying to be
agony.
humble about this.
So what time are you supposed to be before Judge Fresh?
10 o'clock.
But that's here. Because Celine's not opening till the 4th, right? Or are they opening on the 3rd?
I'm pretty sure it's in Chelsea.
Oh, in Chelsea.
Yeah.
Okay, then it doesn't matter.
You're.
Oh, man. I knew it was gonna do this. All right.
This is where things explode. Glenn insists the case be dismissed. The victim said nothing happened, yet he's still locked up. It's a raw, emotional moment that exposes his frustration and his growing distrust in his own attorney.
Okay. All right. He's waiving his right to jury.
Glenn, you're still waiving your right to have a jury trial, right?
I've asked
Earlier-
you, I would like for
I'm
you to do
sorry?
what I asked you to do, Mr. Bob Kilowatts. I asked you to ask a specific thing and you're not doing it for me. And if you're not gonna do it for me, I would like you to remove yourself from my case.
I thought I did ask what you
you
wanted,
didn't.
Glenn.
The victim said nothing happened, a crime never happened, and I'm sitting in jail for a crime that never happened. You're not even asking for a dismissal. Yeah, I'm upset with you. You're not doing your job.
Well, Mr. Milhan, if I can just interrupt, what Mr. Kilowald's trying to do and what he's explained to me, and maybe there's something.
Now the judge steps in with calm authority, clarifying that the lawyer can't just dismiss the case without proper motions and witness hearings. This is an important lesson. Even if the victim recants, legal process must be followed.
My not understanding is that really what's holding you is the bond issue before Judge Slay because of this case. So what he's trying to do is get me to set this as fast as I can, because he could argue a motion to dismiss. He had to file a motion to dismiss, give the people time to respond. And without hearing witnesses, I couldn't dismiss it anyway. So he's just trying to, if that's the issue, he's trying to get you there as fast as he can. So, I mean, but it's up to you what you want to do.
I want to waive my right to a jury trial.
Pardon?
I would like to waive my right to a jury trial. I would like to have a bench trial, sir. I don't mean to cause an issue or nothing. I'm just thought we were on the same page and I'm.
No, I think you are. He's just has to follow certain procedures to do it. Okay, so let me go through this with you. If you're waiving your right to a jury trial, you understand that you have an absolute and constitutional right to have the matter tried before a jury.
Yes.
All right, and you understand that by waiving that, you'll have a trial before this court without a jury present.
Yes.
Okay. People also waive their right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Based upon the statement of counsel and defendant, court will consent to have the matter tried before it without a jury. I'll set non-jury trial at a special time for November 3rd, 2025 at 11:30. All right, and You know, Mr. Milhan, sometimes people don't understand that attorneys are working very hard for, I don't usually do this. But Mr. Killowald has convinced me to do that, set it at a special time so he can be here outside of my docket. So I think sometimes people need to just be appreciative of what they have.
This part is surprisingly heartfelt. The judge openly praises the defense attorney for pushing hard on Glenn's behalf. You can see the tone shift. Glenn realizes his lawyer's been fighting for him all along. A rare, emotional courtroom reconciliation.
All right, bond
Simpson,
at this time.
I apologize if I feel like you disrespected it. If I disrespected the court, I apologize.
It's not, Mr. Milhan, let me just tell you, it's not really about disrespecting me, but I see attorneys when they're working hard. And he's working hard for you. He's pressing me to set it here, and you know, it could wait till the 24th, but he's trying to do that and trying to squeeze it in to make sure he can be here for a trial for you because he realized what the issue is.
I apologize, Mr. Bob Killerwas. I do apologize to the court. I apologize to Attorney Bob Killerwas. He has been trying to look out for me, and I'm just frustrated about this whole incident. I'm sorry.
All right.
Glenn, I'll come and see you in a couple of days. We'll talk more, okay?
As I said, I'm sorry, Bob. I appreciate what
That's
you
okay.
did.
I'm still gonna do what I told you I'd do if you didn't give me any trouble.
All right.
Thanks, Judge.
Bond will continue. Thank you.
So, what started as an explosive argument ends with understanding. Glenn apologizes, the judge resets the tone, and the trial date is secured. This case reminds us, emotion runs high in justice, but patience often wins. If you found this courtroom moment as gripping as we did, hit that like button, drop your thoughts below, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.
Thank you. Court calls the case, People versus Angel Dietrich.
On behalf of the people.
An Assistant Public Defender, Natalie Pate, with and on behalf of Ms. Dietrich, who appears via Zoom. Ma'am, can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
Angel Dietrich.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have two brief requests. As to the case itself, I have had lengthy discussions regarding this case with my client, and at this time we're wishing to set the case for final settlement conference. Then I do have a brief request as to bond when appropriate.
Jury final settlement conference will be set for December 5th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, will be December 8th, 2025, 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person. Yes, as to bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. This request was made at the last pretrial hearing in regards to the removal of her GPS tether. Nothing from our end has, or I believe on anyone's end, has changed regarding the GPS tether. However, I am renewing that request. The only thing that I would argue that has changed is more time has passed, and Ms. Dietrich has maintained her compliance on bond during that time regarding both the tether and no contact. She understands that if the court were to grant that request today and to remove the physical GPS tether, that all her bond conditions otherwise would stay the same. She would still have those no contacts and no go-to orders in place, and she does understand that, and she has been compliant thus far. She does currently stay with her mother in Ann Arbor, and I personally have also spoken to her older sister, who does also help with the situation. I would be asking if the court would consider allowing the removal of the GPS tether at this time.
Response.
Your Honor, I would object. It's my understanding that the victims, her spouse and child, do live in Ann Arbor as well. I would have concerns for their safety given the facts of this case and the different incidents that were described by the victim to the police regarding him as well as the child. So I would ask that it remain as set at this point.
Anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Outside that she does reside separately and has had no violations and understands that the no contact and no go-to would remain in place. She's just asking that that tether and the burden that it puts on her be removed.
All right. At this time, the court is going to decline to once again your request. Motion to change conditions is denied. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. And thank you, Ms. Dietrich. You're all set for today, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.